Welcome back, you denizens of the quantum universe, to another wonderful, calming day of Let's Playing Outer Wilds. I am your host, Chezni, of the Please Insert CD variety, and we'll see what madness we can get into today in space. You know, this game has not failed to deliver. We have never had a dull day. I hope everything is going wonderful for you in your life as always, and all the planets that you are navigating to. May you remember to slow down your trajectory before you get to them and go speeding ever past them. In the meantime, we need to figure out what we want to do, because, well, frankly, there are so many different things to explore and go navigate that if we don't pick a target, inevitably we will get sidetracked. So let's go take a look at the rumor log and see what else we have available to us. What is this? Here we go. So it seems that we've found all of the useful bits of the Feldspar rumor mill. I don't know why these ones are green. Perhaps we'll figure that one out later. For now, there are the lunar ruins here. The Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on Adelrock. Adelrock. That's the moon, isn't it? We could go to the moon. There's also this mentioning, Hal says Gabbro went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. You know, that seems like a better place to go. If Gabbro was learning more about the Nomai statue, that might give us some more clues as far as to how we can... Wait, why are we careening away from Timber Hearth? Anyway, understanding the statue... Even though we keep matching velocity, we're still moving away from the planet. Must be moving... Oh, we're being pulled into the sun, of course. Regardless, let's set a course for the Giant's Deep. See if we can find Gabbro and see if we can get some details on that statue. Since for some reason or another, it seems to be the catalyst that began this whole cycle of repeating events for us, because no one else even recognizes the fact that we are indeed repeating time. So I think if we match the meters per second just below the kilometers, so effectively if we're 1 kilometer away, we should be traveling 100 meters per second. If we're 2 kilometers away, we should be traveling 200 meters per second, so on and so forth. That's probably a good way to gauge our incoming speed. I get the feeling this is one of the bigger planets. Although, are we near the surface? Is this the surface? I thought this was one of the bigger planets. Is it a watery planet? Are we even going to be able to land? We're just getting closer. Oh, okay. Oh, we had to go through like a cloudy... Oh, crap! Well, this is terrifying. I don't like this place. Okay, yes, this is quite a large planet. It just has what appears to be a real atmosphere due to the clouds above. See several tornadoes. Let's land here just so that we can begin to get our bearings, since this is our first time here. Good enough. Wow, this place is awesome. Look at those tornadoes. That is super cool. Okay, well, it's raining. It does seem to be a planet predominantly made up of some sort of liquid. I'm assuming it's water. We're surrounded by trees here, so we have an ready accessible supply of oxygen. There was red lightning? Hopefully our ship doesn't get picked up by one of those tornadoes. That almost looks like a door. I don't like how that tornado noise is getting loud. Oh, crap. Alright, let's seek refuge here in the cave. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? Wait, what? Friends, why are we in space now? It's like the atmosphere just suddenly vanished. What the heck happened? Wait, what? What the? Okay, seriously, what just happened? I am baffled. Okay, so the water level's rising. Gosh, let's get on our ship. I feel like we'll be much safer witnessing whatever the heck is happening here on this planet within the comfort of our ship. So, was that a glitch? Or, okay. Many things have happened in this game so far, and all of them seemed intentional. So I actually don't think that was a glitch, or I'm not inclined to think that was a glitch. What did that represent? It was almost as if the atmosphere just suddenly disappeared and we were in space. Was that a glitch? But it happened after the tornado hit us. Or came near to us. More red lightning. The water level seemed to rise, or at least it seemed closer to the ship, although maybe that was just a lack of attention on my part. I mean, it's not happening again. Can we get the ship in this tunnel? I feel a lot safer if I feel like the ship isn't going to blow away. No, that's as close as we can get. Alright, well, it's closer inland. Perhaps we're a little safer now. Okay, so we're still not we're still not convinced that that's not a door. It seems that there's some ghost rocket. Oh, how did we miss this guy? Hey, it's Gabbro. Wow, we got really lucky. The entire planet, we land immediately next to Gabbro. Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? Well, the first one was, yeah. And then the second, then the third, and we're like on our, what, 9th? 12th? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. Whoa! Hey, is Gabbro experiencing the same phenomena that we are? He was investigating the Nomai statue, so it would make a lot of sense that he would be affected. Wait, what's happening again? Why are the mountains moving? Do you see that? I'm gonna pretend that that's not happening. Keep talking to Gabbro. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? I love how chill these aliens are about so many things. No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool. Well, you're taking this pretty well. Right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences, and I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. It looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that times have gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfells and asking if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfells about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They didn't realize anything was different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure it's related to that big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like I'd seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue in the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So, no glowing statue, no time loop awareness? I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me. But hey, this is your first solo voyage. Kind of. Let's talk about you, you know? How's space treating you? I found something. Nice, what you got for me? Actually, never mind. No worries, feel free to let me know when you find something cool, though. You know where to find me. If you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you, I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. Was that what happened when we went into space? What are you doing out here? Well, what are any of us doing here, really? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. But I tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then, less peaceful. Ah, that must have been what happened. The island itself get lifted out of the water? Huh. Where should I go explore in Giant's Deep? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright... What? I think a cyclone is picking up the island again. Oh yeah, that is totally what's happening. That's why we get thrown into space. That's madness. I wonder if later we'll have to use that as a puzzle-solving technique. Like, if there's a spot on the island that we can't reach, unless we're in zero gravity. Wait, where'd he go? Oh. He's just chilling. Just keeps playing his flute. This guy might even be more chill than Feldspar. Glub. Alright, let's continue asking him where we should explore in Giant's Deep. Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. What else? Have you been to the Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as how it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway. You'll see. What's up with this planet? Ha! I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. Everything, all 2 ideas. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statue I saw on the beach. Wait, 4 islands and the Nomai statue? Wait, is that 5 islands or 4 islands? Oh well. You've seen the cyclones. Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. What's up with this planet? Oh, whoops. That was the one we already chose. Where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. I hope it's not lonely. Wow. This guy is super chill. See you later. Cool. Take it easy out there. Well, alrighty then. Should we explore this island a little more? Like, maybe there's something like... Why can't we jettison here? Is the gravity too high? Oh, we're at 2 times gravity! So the gravity is way too high here to use the jetpack. So we really do need to wait until we get thrown into space before we explore the tops of these islands. Interesting. So we have a limited amount of time with which to go up. We're going to have to actually explore the planet on foot for the most part. Good thing there's this ramp leading up. More marshmallows. Doze off? We don't want to doze off. Seems to be the end of the line as far as the ramp goes. That's where we landed. Sorry about that. I suppose we could just sit here and wait for the next cyclone to pick us up. Shouldn't take that long, should it? We could also just try doing what Gabbro suggested, which is just staring at a cyclone. Consider that they hypnotize you. No, I don't think we're getting hypnotized. Oh, we've got an unidentified signal nearby. That's probably Gabbro. Might as well get that registered on our stethoscope. Not stethoscope. The, signal scope. There we go. Gabbro ID'd. Well, it's nice to know we're not alone in this time loop. A lot of times in stories like this, you don't get other people who are stuck in the time loop with you. Gabbro seems very unconcerned, though, about the whole thing. I think we're going to get our chance to launch into space. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, come on. You're so close. There we go. Okay, we got to make this count. And by count, I mean do the right thing, Chezni. Seems to just be an island. Or a mountain, rather. Yeah, doesn't seem like... Oh, dear. Pain. Must have been what Gabbro meant when he said land in water. So I didn't see anything fancy on the roof of this island. The roof. You know what I mean. The roof of the island. That's Chezni speak for the top of the mountain. Let's go find one of the other 4 islands that Gabbro was talking about. Well, there's one that looks like dark bramble. Ooh, that's a really big tornado. Tornado or cyclone? The only difference is a cyclone is a tornado in water, right? So I guess technically it is a cyclone. I think it's terrifying. Yet oddly compelling. Nope. Thought we were landing on the ice there. Come on, ice. Thought we were friends. This doesn't seem to be the... Oh, hey! It is one of the bramble things. There's the jellyfish. Or a jellyfish. Is it the same? Ah, crap. We got more ghost rock. Or is it? It's not showing up on the camera. Why wouldn't it show up on the camera? Alright, guys, we're going to test this out. It might be a bad idea. Trees detected. Ghost matter detected nearby. Yeah, that's definitely ghost matter. I don't know why our camera isn't... I'm still going to try it. Okay, so the ghost matter is detected, but this isn't... It's still not lethal. I think we just have to use the camera to primarily detect where the lethal ghost matter is. Also, apparently I'm terrible at it. Okay, so I'm going to assume that that little satellite dish is where this thing is actually looking. Oh dear. Because as you can see, as we turn it, the thing rotates. Sorry, I'm just desperately trying to stay at this point in the cave. Oh, there's us. Yeah, there's a little ghost rock, it looks like. In that direction. Wait, really? Or is that looking at the tornado? I'm not really sure. It's definitely seeing something. Where are you pointing, little guy? Pointing right there. So there's ghost rock here? I don't see anything. Unless the camera's pointed backwards. That might be happening. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. One, three, four. What? Oh well. Sure, we can just walk around and figure this out. See, it's taking a picture of us, but the satellite is pointing in the other direction. So we'll just have to remember that the opposite direction that the satellite is pointing is where the pictures are being taken. Unless it's those three little circles. Those must be the camera. Okay. We'll figure this out. Anyway, there's no ghost rock over there, so I think we're good. Gravity is slightly lower here, 1.7, so we might be able to make it. Hey, we did it. Let's just continue to scout for ghost rock. No need to have a mishap. Nothing here. Yeah, but okay, we didn't really get a chance to analyze the connection here between Dark Bramble and the jellyfish. This seems to be a piece of the frozen, like the frozen, what would you call it? Pieces of Dark Bramble that were broken apart by the seed. Oh, I think we're getting a reset. Dang it. We were too slow. Perhaps we can just... Well, I don't want to kill ourselves. Yeah, it looks like a wall of ghost matter there. Oh boy. Apparently that's what happens when you get close to ghost matter. That was a very quick death. I suppose we fast-forwarded things since the loop is resetting anyway. No kidding. That was much more deadly than the ghost matter that we found on Tutorial Island. I mean, Hearth Village or whatever. So perhaps we didn't make the most progress on that playthrough, or that cycle rather. But we at least discovered a lot of new information. The fact that Giant's Deep has the islands that are being carried up into space. 4 islands. We got to talk to Gabbro. We know now that there is a definite link between the Nomai statues and the time loop. I said we go back to Giant's Deep. It's not that far away, is it? We don't have much time. Wait, what's this thing? Is this a... Wait a minute! It's a thing! The thing that... Oh crap, wait, I need to slow down. Okay, so this is our thing. This is the thing we see explode every day. Gabbro mentioned this. Oh, well, and I didn't quite give us enough thrust to leave the atmosphere. Alright, come on. Come on! There we go. But where'd it go? Oh no, we lost it. Are you kidding me? We had it! I don't see it at all now. Alright, well, we at least know that if we fly straight... Oh wait, there it is. It's orbiting the planet. Yeah, but as I was saying, if we fly straight to Giant's Deep, we see this thing, like, right off the bat. Look, it seems like there's another piece there, or something, a piece of something. There's too many things to explore here. Alright, let's figure out what this is first. It seems to be some kind of... But the structure is unlike anything we've seen so far. It doesn't appear to be Nomaian? Seems that we're also on the dark side of the planet. Is it possible for us to land on this thing? there doesn't seem to be much to it. Some sort of broken shaft? Wait a minute. We've seen designs like this before. We saw this on the Twin Peaks, or not the Twin Peaks, what are they? The Ash planet. The Ash and Sand and the Hourglass, Twin Hourglass planet. What is this? Oh, it's a landing platform. Okay. Maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just making it one. Alright, we'll attempt a quick look around here. Whoa, what's going on with our visuals? Everything's all grainy. I'm gonna assume that's just something to do with the lighting. Because that looks weird. Yeah, it's just the lighting. Or is it? Are our visuals being messed up here? No, surely not. Well, I'd like to say that there's some kind of secret here that we've uncovered, but I'm afraid we've only dug up more mysteries. Oh, this is a gravity thing, right? What do they call them? The gravity tubes? Gravity shaft? There's an inside. We are inside the thing. Oh, and one of these Nomai locks. Okay, so this is clearly a Nomaian structure of some kind. We're in. And there's our ship. We should be able to translate this. Control module. Is there any more to that? No. Just control module. Launch module. Well, what do we want to do, friends? Launch or control? I say control is better than launching. Launching sounds scary. Ow. Face. Oh, we're out in space again? Or did we just get oxygen? Oh, we got some oxygen. Oh gosh, there is no up. Okay, so there is a small amount of gravity here. 0.2. More Nomaian glyphs. Is it Nomaian or Nomian? Wait, what? Giant's Deep projection stone? What? What is this? Apparently we can insert this stone somewhere. It's got little wavy lines, like a... I don't know what this is. What is this, a projector? Ah, it's an information disc. Cassava is saying, I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. Great, more Nomaian madness of inventions. Avens says, I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. Locomotive? What? Perhaps it is an augmented limb, or even a, what do you call it, a prosthetic limb? Cassava says, I wish I were, my friend, but no. They are certain they can fix the problem. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on an indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. Avens responds, an update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Man, I feel like I need like a notebook or something to track all these names. Alright, We should have done this ages ago, but we'll start now. On each page, I'll just have a new character's name. So we have Cassava, Avens, Yarrow, Avens and Cassava are having a conversation here. Mallow. I know Mallow has been mentioned before. And there's also Privet. And Daz. And I'm sorry you can't see this, my friends, but I have written down all of their names. Privet. Privet has a brother. Oh, and she's a she. So we'll put she. Privet has brother. And then there's Idea. That's another character. Okay. Cassava. I will convert this hopefully to an Excel sheet later. Yara says there was a problem with proposed... Avens. Avens has a prosthetic or a locomotive limb. Has locomotive limb. Alright, and... I think that's probably the best information we're having here. I'm going to put on Cassava's page... I'm assuming this is a female name, but I actually don't know. But I'm going to put on her page, shuts down orbital probe cannon. Who knows if this will ever actually be useful, but I don't know. I'm quickly learning that there's no way I can keep track of all the different Nomayan characters in this game. Whoops. What happens if we put it here? What the? What? What just happened? What was that? Let's try that again. Let's stay inside this time. Bonkers. Is this what this thing looked like before? Are we seeing somewhere else? Is this what Giant's Deep appeared to be in the past? I think that's what I'd have to assume. But when we leave too far out of the area, it goes back to the way it was. Okay. Well, let's go pick up another... Whoop! Apparently that resets our gravity. No, it flips our gravity. We're on the ceiling now. So how do we drop this? E, apparently. Alright, let's take a look at the launch module stone. Everything seems destroyed and floating randomly through a... Seems like this is the same place. It's just... the glass is broken. The gravity system inside the ship isn't working. Is that something that's yet to come? Launch module. Oh, perhaps we're looking into the launch module. This is the control module, right? So if we go over to the launch module, will it look like that? I suppose we'll have to go find out. Avon says, Mallow, my better 50%. Better 50%? Does Mallow have... Gosh darn it. There was a mention in the other stone of somebody having a somebody having a husband or a wife. Let's check that real quick here. Cassava. Cassava has a spouse. We need to put that on her page. Okay. So Cassava is the one with the spouse. Then who was talking here saying they're better 50%, otherwise known as the better half? Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava... No, there's no connection there to Cassava, so I don't think we can assume that that's her husband or his wife or her... Who knows? Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending you the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. The eye? Mallow says, the thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Okay, so Avens and Mallow are seemingly in a relationship, either married or the equivalent. So, on Avens we'll put married to Mallow. And on Mallow we'll put married to Avens. Okay. Thought of concluding... Yeah, it's just, this next part. Cassava tells me he... Cassava is a he. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under... Wait, what? This is a run-on sentence? Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under... Oh, a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. I see. And am I right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting? I can posit with a nearly 100% certainty that our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do so. Oh dear. Oh dear, and that was the launch. Aha. That was the launch tablet, and in the launch view we saw that it was all busted inside. Are Avens and Mallow... I'm going to put on their names possibly responsible for launch destruction. And then, so we've got that written for Avens, and now we just need to find Mallow real quick. Okay. Possibly responsible for launch destruction. Okay. Now that we have tabs on these characters, let's take a look and see if there are any other stones in this room. It doesn't appear to be that there are. Pity, we're getting a lot of information here. Alright, well, let's go take a look at the launch room, which, if it is in shambles, the same as we saw in the... Wait, where are we? Oh, there we go. If it's in shambles, the same that we saw in the image from the machine... Oh my gosh. One of these days. Then we can assume that the device in the middle of that room does not show the future or the past, but simply another location. Okay, indeed, this is the launch module. Oh, it appears to be broken. Yeah. No, that is the launch module. So that vision we saw on about Giant's Deep is actually out there somewhere in Giant's Deep. Oh, wait, are there 3 doors? How did I missed this one? What is this? Probe tracking module. Oh boy. So the probe tracking device is gone. It might be the shaft that is broken off from this device. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this is the structure that we see every morning when we wake up and look to the sky. And we've been tracking, it has been shooting in a different direction each time. Every time we wake up, Every time we wake up, it shoots in a different direction. We need to be really careful here. We're going to run out of fuel. We need to get back to our ship. Well, it's nice to know that the ship is still here. Oh, look at that. No, our visuals are totally hazy. Because they're hazy inside the ship now, too. Oh, well. Oh, gosh. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Okay, now it's asking us to scout this thing here. We're close enough as far as match velocity goes. Let's check the computer and see what the computer has to say about all this. Oh boy, we got a lot of interesting things here. Yikes. Quite a bit. Okay, Gabbro's Island. Gabbro is found lounging in a hammock near the island shore. Gabbro found a Nomai statue on another island. The statue's eyes started glowing and Gabbro saw their memories flash before their eyes. Gabbro remembers dying. They saw their memories flash before their eyes, just like the time with the statue. Gabbro and I seem to be the only ones that were aware that we are in a time loop. So this was an orbital probe cannon. An orbital probe cannon? So the purpose of this structure, this satellite that's orbiting Giant's Deep, is that it launches probes? The broken remains of a Nomai space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. There are 3 access ways branching off from the central hub area. The orbital cannon was created to find the precise location of the eye of the universe. That must have been what they meant when they were talking about the eye. The Nomai pushed the orbital probe cannon above its maximum power setting to create the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Yes, that does seem to be corroborated by the notes that we found, considering Cassava wanted to shut it down. However, Avens and Mallow went beyond the probe's normal recommended power capacity and seemed to have destroyed it. Although, it's strange that it would be floating around Giant's Deep, and why did it blow up now? That's the part that doesn't make any sense. The Nomai are creatures, well, a race, that existed thousands of years ago, so why is their space station just now floating around Giant's Deep? Why is it just now having broken apart? It's almost as if it's traveled through time, or perhaps passed through time, or maybe time itself doesn't even exist. I don't know. What are the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules? Yes, we have the control module, the launch module, and the probe tracking module. The launch module looks heavily damaged. There's a huge breach in the glass viewport. Yes, that's true. That's what we discovered. And the probe tracking module. Apparently we still have a mystery to solve regarding those 3 modules. Now there's something mentioned called the construction yard. I do remember reading that in some of the Nomai writings. The Nomai built the orbital probe cannon at a construction yard on Giant's Deep. Perhaps that's the vision that we saw in the middle of the control module. And then there's Statue Island. One of the islands on Giant's Deep has a Nomai statue on the beach, just like the one Gabbro brought back to Timber Hearth. Statue Island, as Gabbro calls it, is the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. We'll go to that one next. That seems interesting. The ocean depths. Gabra says there's a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything from sinking below it. However, if we remember correctly, there was that NPC. I shouldn't call him an NPC. I don't remember his name. What? Why did I do that? There was the fisherman on Timber Hearth that mentioned something about a story. That was one of the first NPCs we ever talked to, who told us the story about how somebody made it through the currents. Perhaps at some point we'll need to figure out... Uh-oh. Exit ship to repair oxygen tank and upper hull damage. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me with the way I'm flying. We'll need to go out and fix that, because I don't really like the idea of dying without oxygen. Okay, what do we got here? Uh-oh. I think we're being pulled into the planet. Maybe not. Maybe that's just what it looks like. Oh, come on. Okay, oxygen seems like the most important. I'm not too concerned about the hull. Famous last words, I know. Oh, the starboard thruster is busted. Gosh darn it. You know what? It's fine. We don't need to repair it. I'm sure. Oh. When they say busted, they mean busted. We can't thrust in that direction. We're gonna need to definitely fix that then. Question is, where is it? The engines are here. I think. It's not giving us the option to fix anything, though. Perhaps that's not the engine? Ah. That was the engine, just the wrong engine. Well, that seems to have fixed the problem, and then here's the damage to our hull, which we can repair really quickly. Very nice. Okay, let's... We've kind of concluded our research on this broken thing that we've been seeing every morning. It is a probe launch station, Nomai origin, that exploded because the Nomai's running it overloaded its capacity or something. There's Gabbro's island. We'll need to go find the other islands here. This will be slightly difficult because the islands can be picked up by the tornadoes and tossed into the sky. But it looks like we got lucky here. This seems to be the Nomai, the statue island that Gabbro was talking about. With a gravity portal here, whatever you call these, the gravity field here, hopefully our ship will remain here as well. This is quite a bit bigger of an island. Guess we'll just have to fly over. Even with the higher gravity, as long as we're going down, we should be able to make it. Ah! And here we find a Nomai statue with the eyes open. That must be the one that Gabbro looked at. Oh dear. I see, so these crystals create gravity. Which is why we have one on our ship. So the one on our ship is what allows us to have gravity within the ship itself. This is a statue workshop? Oh no. The crystal that normally opens the door is broken. We can't get in. Yeah, I don't think that's helping us. Yeah, nothing to be seen. I guess we'll just walk up the walls. Why not? I think we're about to be picked up by a tornado. Hold on to your britches, Dorothy. This is a good time to skip parts of this platforming nonsense. Hey, what's this? Uh-oh. Oh dear. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We need to get closer to the ground. Strange. This is some sort of portal that has a tornado symbol on it. Perhaps we should try going into one next time we see a tornado. And here we have the too familiar Nomai architecture. Another tornado symbol. Sorry, cyclone symbol. Definitely some Nomai bones here. This must be the way that we could have gotten to this part of the island without relying on the tornado. Cyclone. I guess it's really a waste of fuel to try to thrust while you're on this planet. It's very expensive for very little effect. Ah, more of these crop circles. What is this? What? You would assume the goal of this thing would be to somehow align all of these symbols together, but I have no idea how we'd even do that. If we don't move, does it move? What if we just wait here? Will they eventually line up? I would assume that they would. But what dictates their movement? Magnets. Let's go with magnets. We could be here quite some time before this lines up. Sounds like the end of the world is coming. Perhaps. Yeah. Might as well just sit here and wait next to this thing, see if the symbols line up at the end of the world. Maybe we should take a look at anything else on this part of the island? Perhaps, maybe this will give us a clue. Phlox, welcome to Giant's Deep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop below inside the island. So Phlox here is inside the workshop that we can't get to. Or he was at some point. No, it doesn't appear that this strange device is lined up. We can't even see the explosion because of the atmosphere here. Everything's gone dark. Must be because there's not enough light from the sun. There's the light. Where's it coming from? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have a character named Phlox to add to our list. And he's apparently in charge of building the Nomai statues. Bit by bit, we will uncover the mysteries. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so they launch the probe, and that's where we see the launch module being broken. Perhaps pieces of it break off, and the probe goes off into space. Is it possible for us to catch that probe? It's being aimed at the eye of the universe, which I assume is the universe's center. But why would the center be different each time? Didn't even need to get our map to see that one. But I don't see the probe. Maybe next cycle we'll try and do it really fast. Anyway, I think we're going to go back to the Giant's Deep and see if we can find, well, anything, really. Well, that was pretty harmless. Let's see if we can find that, Well, there's the Bramble Island again. Let me take a look at that. Oh, there it goes. Cool. We get to see this in action. Up it goes. Yeah, that island is definitely from Bramble. Alright, let's go take a look. This time we need to not die from ghost matter. Okay, so we kind of know that there's already ghost matter there and there. Let's try seeing if there's any over here. It doesn't look like there's any on this path. Oh, but there's some here in this direction. But we're safe to continue in this direction. I assume our final destination here is the jellyfish, although there's a fire here. And a recording. Trip 4, entry number whatever. Crashes 2, boring crashes 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. So this is clearly feldspar. Ha! Yeah, all the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giant's Deep. You just got feldsparred. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Ah, can't wait to tell Hornsfels and Gozen about this one. I guess brute force isn't always the answer. Right, so that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is the big one now. Dark Bramble, here I come. Ah, so this must have been... Well, this must have been Feldspar before he went to Dark Bramble. Feldspar, of course, ending his journey there. And yet, it's strange because here is another of these jellyfish. So what's the connection? Ooh. Definitely more ghost rock over there. So it seems that we're kind of quarantined to this location. Unless we wanted to try floating above this when we get launched into space, or we could just jump into the spaceship. I don't know. Or we could just go back the way we came and keep exploring Giant's Deep. It's probably the right call. Oh! Oh no! Wait, are you kidding me? We went through that tunnel like 3 times before and we never ran into any ghost rock. Unless that was a different tunnel. Might have been a different tunnel. Suppose I should have been a little more careful with that one. Oh well, this will give us a chance to go after that probe, right? Okay, we gotta be quick. Okay, it's launching that way. Let's go. Oh, I've already lost it. No, I think it's gone. Whoa, where are we? Oops. Oh no. Oh, well. Looks like we got an achievement for dying in less than 60 seconds. Falling off the scaffolding. An unexpected death, to be sure. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to get up into the tower fast enough to follow that probe. There it goes. Come on, come on. There it is. Alright, we'll just follow it. Man, it's moving way faster than we can. Oh, it's so small. It's the size of a star now. It's still going, though. Oh, it's not going to let us leave the solar system. Well, how are we supposed to catch up with the probe, then? Wait, is it coming back around? It seems like it's getting closer. Oh, right, our scout! Maybe we can scout it. Well, I think the game forced us to return to our own solar system, because it's definitely getting smaller now. And it's either gravity or firing... Stage 3? Firing retro rockets. What's it talking about? Oh, we got too far out of the solar system. So I think the game kicked us back into the solar system. Man, it really looked like we were getting close, too. Pity. So whatever the Nomai's launch, I don't think we can catch it. I think it's just one of those things that... whatever information we gather about it, we're going to have to gather it from other sources. Oh dear. It's a hot entry. I guess on a planet completely comprised of water, it's less of a big deal. Oh, this is a new island. Does our ship float? It does. Does that mean we're okay with just leaving it here? Maybe we can do a little bit of a landing on one of these docks. No, I don't know if we can. You know what? This is close enough. Wait, what? I think we're walking on a wall. What's happening? I'm no master of gravity, but I'm pretty sure this isn't how gravity's supposed to work. So apparently if we walk on those textured panels, we can defy gravity. Hey, it's one of the projection stones. We go take this up to the station and check it out. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Doesn't seem to be. Drop? No. This might be our chance to go float somewhere that we're not supposed to. Oh! What happened? Apparently we got hit way too hard there. Our spacesuit cracked and we died from lack of oxygen. Or perhaps decompression would be a better way to put it. It didn't really feel like we were moving that quickly, but apparently we were. We'll have to go back and get that projection stone. Well, this is frustrating. This is becoming the day of deaths. It's like the part of the Groundhog's Day movie where Bill Murray just starts killing himself over and over again in different ways because he's just trying to find a way to escape the cycle. Oh well. 5th time the charm? Perhaps? Say hello to the space station, everyone. Okay, so this is the workshop that we saw from before. Now, is there any reason why we shouldn't just land on the top? Because this seems a lot easier than starting at the bottom. There's that silly device again. Oh yeah, our ship is definitely floating away. As are we. I think we're going to need to aim for some water if we're going to live through this. Oh my goodness, there's giant jellyfish down there. And some sort of core to the planet. That's terrifying. Tornadoes don't scare me. Water drains do. Alright, well, we figured out why you park your ship in the gravity field. I feel like that probably should have gone without saying, but there you are. And our good friend Phlox has locked the door, and gosh darn it, he didn't upkeep the craftsmanship of the door itself, so it's broken. We can't find our way in. What an inconsiderate fellow. Now, at least our ship is in one piece. Kind of. Oh jeez, how do we get in it? Oh no! We can't get in. The gravity pull is too strong. I guess we'll have to wait for another tornado to pick us up. Now there must be some secret to this device. As well as these strange crop circles that we keep seeing. I know they're not crop circles, but it's what I started out calling them, so it's what we're going to continue to call them. I suppose we could call them Know My Neon Lights. Yeah, there just isn't anything over here. Unless, well... No, that's just more of the translation that we already saw. We need to get back into the ship and check the computer log to see what it says about Nomai Statue Island. But in order to do that, we have to wait for another tornado to pick up this place. Unless we can somehow move the ship. Nope. Not happening. Maybe we can platform up the ship. Unfortunately, I think that's where our journey ends. I don't think we can platform up any other part of it. Well, while we wait for a tornado, we might as well continue to explore the island. Fortunately, I didn't really see much here. Except for these panels that have the tornado cyclones on them. And of course this, but we can't go down any further. Oh, right, we can launch the scout, of course. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting over here. Although there is some more Nomai stuff. How did we get down there? Oh. Lami, they're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock said it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But, if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way, does anyone want to? Interesting. Lami perhaps as a child. We'll add them to the list. I'm getting quite a long list of people here. Lami, child, question mark. Sneak into statue, place. Okay. So Lami mentions another way, and Levi here also responds, I really want to see the test too, Lami, but there's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Phlox will let us see a later test. So Levi here is a friend of Lami. Alright, so there's this, quote, other way. Phlox specifically told us not to do that. And then we have Taggett, also a friend of Lami. Or Lami, I should say. Lami sounds like a terrible name. Okay, so there's some other way in here, and we just have to find out how to get there. The front door is broken anyway, so we're essentially in the same situation as those children. We can't go through the front door, and we have to find the other entrance. I think another tornado is coming, so let's get ready to hop into our ship. Here we go. Come on. Perfect. Oh, it's asking us to scout? No, that is just where our scout is. How silly of me. So then, what is this other path that they speak of? Difficult to tell. Let's land in the gravity field and take a look at our computer's logs. It does appear that we've gained some more info. And the connection between Bramble Island and Giant's Deep is formed. Let's take a look at Statue Island. This island must be where the Nomai created statues like the one in our observatory. I have found a Nomai statue lying on the beach. It looks like just like the one in our observatory. I found a sign for a statue workshop next to a broken door that used to lead inside the island. Some Nomai children debated bypassing the statue workshop's door and sneaking inside via an alternate, more dangerous route. I can see into a large cave from one of the ruins on top of the island. The bottom of the cave is filled with water. I think we just found our answer. We'll have to swim underneath the island in order to get in. Now this is interesting because this is the first time that two rumors have intersected like this. Here we see Bramble Island is updated. An island of thorny vines and what appears to be a frozen jellyfish. It looks like Feldspar camped here before heading off to Bramble Island. Well then. Now that we have an inkling of what we have to do, let's see if we can take the ship underwater. Might have been more dangerous for the children, but we have a spacecraft which essentially functions like a submarine. Here we go. Those rapscallions. So they called the Nomai statue a memory statue, didn't they? But for some reason it's done more than just preserve our memories. It seems to be causing us to relive everything. I don't know if we have enough time to explore this before the next reset, but hey, we opened the door. Nice. We can come in and out as we please now, at least. Ooh, these are some... Oh, I thought they were skeletons at first, but no, these are half-finished Nomai statues. Huh. Alright, so we have three symbols in the center, which appear to indicate a cycle. One of them depicts a Nomai with white hair. One depicts almost an Aztecian Nomai, who looks like he's wearing awesome headphones. And... uh-oh. Well, that looks familiar, doesn't it? That's the symbol we keep seeing when we die. Or, well, yeah, no, when we die. Phlox. Oh, we're familiar with this person. Who was Phlox? Oh, of course, he's the one who builds the statues, and he's talking to Yarrow. I feel like we've seen Yarrow before. I really should have put the names on these pages a little closer together. Yarrow. Yarrow is mentioned, but I don't have any notes for him. Or her. Yarrow, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? Ah, Daz is another person we found. Daz... Also no notes on that person. When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. Oh, and this is not an amount of text on a stone tablet. We have pages that we can cycle through. Phlox says, see how its eyes have opened? That tells us that the statue is paired with Daz. Okay, so Daz was the statue test subject. We'll put that next to statue test subject. Number 1? Question mark? That tells us that the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star systems, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. Ooh, we're familiar with that one. They were trying to power the Ash Twin Project with a sun station, but then ended up having to cancel. Yarrow says, this is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. Daz says, he has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to their corresponding Nomai. So wait a minute, there's a counterpart statue on the Ash Twin that sends the memories back to the Nomai? Back? But I thought they were being recorded. Why would you want them sent back? The Nomai should have those memories. Hold on, I need to reread that. Yarrow, Daz is close. Statue pairs with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star system, Daz's statue will record his memories. You test my memory storage prototype. I see. So that the memories that get sent back to Ash Twin store the memories, whereas the statue itself receives them or captures them somehow. So the Ash Twin project perhaps was a memory storage project. Oh, and here's another stone. Raimi, here's a new person. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. Okay, so Raimi installed the statue masks on Ash Twin. It's comforting to know these statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Not pair? What does that mean? Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. What? I'm starting to wonder if the experience that they're talking about is the one that we're going through. So the masks only need to activate once the project succeeds. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once. As a safety measure, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. If anything goes wrong, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it won't be possible for us to permanently be unaware of the problem. How would they be permanently unaware? Unless it just kept rewriting their memories or something like that. Oh my. Where are we? Is this the probe that was launched through space? The one that we were chasing after? Hang on here. Okay, so these are the masks. There are... And it's hard to count. Starting with this one, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7, I think. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there are 7 masks. 2 of them are accounted for, Gabbro and ourselves, which means there's a third person somewhere who also is reliving this time loop. It would probably behoove us to find them. Oh, okay. It seemed like there was some writing over here. Let's see if we can go find that writing. Now, these statues are unfinished, so I would assume that they are not the statues that pair with the masks that we were seeing. Although there's a statue, so I feel like that's one statue accounted for. However, wait a minute. Would it be... Oh, I see. So these portals are cyclone safety portals that appear to activate whenever a cyclone throws the planet up into space. Oh, crud. I think the only way we could have gone over there is if we took advantage of the fact that we were being picked up by the cyclone. There isn't actually a walkway. Oh, and we only have 3 minutes of oxygen? That's probably a good time to go back to the ship. Anyway, the third statue could very well be... Who was paired? Daz. The third statue could very well be Daz's. Now, I don't know if they're going to let us do this, but let's see if we can fly the ship and land on this small outcropping over... Oh boy, the ship was not meant to fly here. Right here. Can we actually make it up here? It's not looking good. No. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let us. I think we have to wait until... Oh! Headlights damage. Landing gear damage. Oh boy. More of those jellyfish. I think we're gonna have to fix the ship. Probably fixed. Now we just need to go up and wait for the next time it throws us into the sky, which might be a little while. But if that was Daz's mask, one would assume that somewhere Daz is either here or his memories are being stored. Why would our memories keep repeating? Hang on. What if Now this is quite a stretch, and the only reason I'm even going into this is because we have to wait for the cyclone to pick us up anyway, and I don't think we're going to be able to do anything interesting while we wait. What if... I played a game once called Soma. I really liked it. Some people thought it was pretentious. I thought it was a lot of fun. In it involved the concept of copying one's brain, essentially brain mapping someone, and then installing that brain map into essentially a robot, and then that robot functions as that person. But it was interesting because in between the time that the brain was mapped and the brain was installed into a new robot, it was as if it was a split second for that person, whereas in reality maybe hundreds of years had passed. What if our memories are being stored in this device, and history keeps repeating itself, and the memories are only being loaded at this exact point in time when the world just is destroyed? I don't know. That can't be the correct answer, but there has to be something similar to that. We might as well read this again since we're waiting anyway. Oops. They mention that it's a fate. A horrific fate. A profoundly horrific fate. If the statue's activated, but they weren't able to fix the situation. I'm not entirely certain what that is, or what that means. But to us, it appears as if we're living the same day over and over again. But what if we weren't? What if it just appeared that we were? As if, for some reason, our memories just kept being loaded here over and over and over again. A scroll? We can remove the scroll, but let's translate the writing first. Phlox again. I'm curious, is sending a being's memories back in time the same as sending the being itself back in time? I'm pausing it there because that's our answer, isn't it? They're sending the memories back in time. So the moment that we synced with the statue, it started recording our memories up until the point of our death and then sent them back in time. Which means we're not really reliving this, or we kind of are. The memories are being sent back in time, and that's altering what we then do in between that time frame. So the memories get sent back in time, and then we create new memories, which get sent back in time, and then create new memories, which get sent back in time. This could be the horrific fate that they were talking about. As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but my essence? And here we're getting into the ghost in the shell questions that Soma and so many other sci-fi stories have gone into. Indeed, what is the person? Does a person have a soul? Is a person a string of continued memories? Is the memory itself the person? Or is it the mind? Is it the body? And so Phlox here is philosophizing whether or not when these memories are sent back, did the me that exists now actually live those memories? Because the body didn't, but the mind remembers them. It's an interesting concept. I imagine, Daz responds with, I imagine there are two different actions. Wouldn't both actions effectively be the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe that this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't the end result identical in either case? Let's reread that one more time. If I were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back? And Cassava is saying, wouldn't both actions effectively be the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. Okay, so they're calling into question the difference between actually rewriting history and then receiving messages from the future. Cassava is saying that functionally they are identical, but Daz is saying they're different. And apparently we can remove this? I don't know why we would. Because apparently we can put in a different scroll if we had one. But I don't think we do. So if we ever find another scroll, we know that we can insert it into this machine. But I think that's all there is here for now. Unless I missed something really obvious. Uh-oh. Where's the ship? Oh, it's outside. That's right, we parked it at the gravity field. I think. No. No, we didn't. It just got thrown over here. Let's go see if we can talk to Gabbro and share our findings with him. Oh! Wait, this Gabbro's ship! I don't know if we're ever going to get a chance like this again, so let's go take a quick look. Well, at least we know it didn't get launched into space. Oh, being in this much water is horrifying. Looking down is equally frightening. Oh no, we can't get in. So this just must be literally Gabbro's ship. I don't know if there's anything important we can do with it. Eh. Well guys, the world's gonna end. You wanna fly into a tornado? Might as well. Maybe we can see the eye. Somehow. I don't think we're getting any success here. I think we're just trying to fly towards it, but it's not actually manipulating us. Oh well, might as well watch the sun explode again. I don't know if we've actually watched it. Oh, so it is the sun. Yeah, Lepcis commented that I might have been mistaken there because the reason that the explosion there is blue is apparently because it's super hot. Yeah, goodbye everything. So at the point in which we die here, our memories are being sent back into the past through the mask. Triggered because the mask is set to do its thing if the machines malfunction. And perhaps, again, this must be the fate that Phlox and Cassava were talking about. Because effectively, this repeat will continue to happen forever until the problem is solved, because the statue's paired with us. So the mystery of the time loop is actually becoming quite clear now. I didn't expect that to happen so soon. Well, quite a lot was uncovered today. Take a quick look at the computer, but I think that's where we're going to call it. I didn't expect to spend most of the day on Giants Deep, but it was certainly informative. Nomai statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash project. Each unit... sorry. Wait, what? I feel like I lost my place. I'm gonna have to start over. Nomai statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within the Ash Twin project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded or in the event that it failed. Oh, so it will activate no matter what, and that's precisely what's happening to us. The memories are being sent back to us in the past, and that was the disconnect that confused me. The central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. Oh, and that's connected to these Nomai mines that we found way a long time ago. Alright. Well, I think we're really starting to get a pretty solid picture, at least of the shape of what's going on. Maybe not the specifics, but the Ash Twin project definitely seems to be what's causing all of this nonsense. And we aren't really living this day over and over again. We're living it, and those memories are being sent back to us, which causes us to live it in a different way, which those memories get sent back, and so on and so on and so forth. Interesting. So it's not quite time travel, but it's still, the memories are bypassing time. Anyway, I found this episode to be really fascinating just because we uncovered a lot of what is actually happening here in Outer Wilds, why the time loop is happening. Gabbro was a bit of a treat at how calm he is, that he just keeps dying over and over again. He doesn't seem to be too terribly interested in solving the mystery, but it's not like he's antagonizing us or something. At any rate, thank you guys for watching another Please Insert CD Let's Play. Hopefully you had fun too, uncovering more of these mysteries. It is certainly never a dull moment uncovering all of the random things that are happening here. The heck is a brittle hollow? Have we even been to that planet before? Do we even know what that planet is? I don't think we have. We totally got to check out what that planet is next time. Anyway, speaking of, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care out there, and see you in the next one.